how does Mike Lagoyda approach real estate? Well, I'll tell you, there's about 4 pillars that I really focus on. And the first one is important in my life and in my business, and it is honesty. I try to live my life through vigorous honesty. That's with my clients, it's with my wife, it's with my kids. When it comes to big things, I'm gonna be brutally honest because I don't wanna waste time lying and then having to remember all of the lies that I've made up. And so I've just found that honesty is the best policy. If I'm meeting with a client, I'm gonna meet with them, sit down, we're gonna talk about their goals with what it is they wanna do with their life and their property. If I see a pathway to success, I'm gonna tell them. If I see challenges that they might not be able to overcome, I'm gonna tell them. I'm not gonna be a yes man. I'm gonna tell them how I see the project. I'm not the guy that's gonna blow smoke up a client's butt and tell them their property is worth way more than it is to secure a listing. That serves no one. It's gonna make the client mad, it's gonna waste my time, it's gonna waste their time. And so I'm a man of honesty. And I tell my newer agents, if you don't know something, tell your client. Say, the best thing that you can learn in real estate coming out is this phrase. You know what? That's a great question. I don't know the answer, but I'm gonna find out and get back to you by the end of today. And then they call me really quick and we find the answer for them, and then they retrieve it for their client. So honesty is the best policy, and that is really the pillar from which everything else starts. Number 2, professionalism. I show up for my clients. I will do anything that is legal and within reason to help my clients succeed with their transactions. We're gonna go into a project together. We are going to lock arms, and it is going to be like Band of Brothers. We are going to go through the trenches and we are going to get this done together, and I'm going to move heaven and earth to make sure that their property sells. And I apologize to my wife and my kids because sometimes I work too much, but that's just who Mike is. I can't turn it off. And so professionalism, it means a lot to me. I hate seeing cell phone pictures in the MLS because I see that as real estate malpractice. These people pay us a lot of money to do good by them, and so do good by them. Show up with your A game and be professional. I've been in this business for just shy of 20 years at this point, probably about 19 years. The last 12 years, I've been licensed. The last 4 years, I've been the office manager of this office at Corcoran Icon Properties. I know how to do this job at the highest level, and I would love to help you do this job at the highest level. My next pillar, the long game. What does that mean? It might mean that Mike doesn't win today or tomorrow or next month or even next year, but somewhere down the line, I'm putting positive things in place that's going to bring me business. What does that look like? I try to find something I'm passionate about, and then I like to go whole hog into it. Right now, at this phase of my life, it's my children. I got a 9-year-old and I got a 12-year-old. They're my little angels, Lily and Charlotte, and I devote a lot of time to them. And so I'm on the PTO and I show up to the events and I show up to their stuff. And so that I'm passionate about that. And so I try to get business that way. And so I try to bring my passion to those venues, and then people see you doing amazing things and they say, hey, what does that guy do for a living? Oh, he sells houses? If he brings this kind of passion to the PTO, imagine what he does when he's selling houses. That is how I find clients, is by playing the long game. I'm also an avid volunteer. I've been on the board of realtors here locally for many years. I'm actually the president-elect this 2026, so I will be the Norbar president if all things go well and we're still here in 2027. I put a lot of stock in volunteering and giving back to my fellow humans with the idea that in the end, it will all be reciprocated and find its way back to me in the end. And then the final thing is, come on, man. We only have a limited time on this planet. You gotta have some fun. If you're not having fun, you are wasting your life. And so this doesn't have to be drudgery. We can have a good time while we're doing all this. So I try to keep a smile on my face, and I try to bring a positive attitude to everything I do, because there's no point wallowing in the misery, right? Hope springs eternal, and so does my energy. Let's go get this Corcoran Icon Properties.